Get get your facts right.
That's what the IMF document is.
That is not what you read. No, that's not what you read.
It says losses accrued on gold trades are a combination of service and assay fees paid to gold.
And I'm telling you.
It was some aqua buying from Ghana Sam TVGH. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn your notifications so that anytime you post a video, it's area will some back. Sammy Gyamfi has been trying to explain the loss of gold board on TV. Now, look, no matter how well you think you can speak, and I say how compelling you think your points are, you are never going to be able to explain over 1.9 billion United States dollars worth of debt or of loss through trading gold. You cannot explain that to anybody. And in this very interview, pay attention to questions the journalist is asking him. And then also pay attention to the responses of Sammy Gyamfi. You see, sir, there are a lot of discrepancies that are being unraveled. Now, look, I must speak the truth. For a long time now, for over 18 months, I've not been able to trust most of our journalists because 71 million NDC4 allocated for a media landscape last year got a lot of people to become extremely biased towards the government. We got journalists who are speaking for government. We got a lot of journalists who were claiming to be neutrals who received juicy appointments under this government. One of the first appointments John Mahama, His Excellency Meki Randy Abbey. Randy Abbey was always on Good Morning Ghana portraying to be a neutral. Not knowing, no. Now it was pro-NDC. So I've had my own issues with journalists for. But beyond that, this guy who interviews Sammy Gyamfi deserves some medal from well-meaning Ghanaians. Pertinent questions asked. And then Sammy Gyamfi is telling us, say, IMF, International Monetary Fund, no, they don't understand auditing. And so when IMF is telling us about Bokano, who Sammy Gyamfi catches IMF chantro? IMF, that is in over 170 countries. Are telling us about Boka. A carabansono, a nyeka kitwa. And you, Sammy Gyamfi, says that we should forget about IMF. IMF don't know what they are saying. You know better than IMF. But you submitted your books to IMF for auditing. You submitted your books. And in auditing, Obibia that has been subjected to auditing before. When auditors find something, some irregularities, they actually give you the chance to explain. And all those reports, most of the time are captured our report. So ask yourself, it means IMF found the loss, asked Sammy Gyamfi for explanation, the explanation did not make sense, so IMF was forced to report the loss. So whatever Sammy Gyamfi is saying now cannot be heard and cannot be true. Where did the 1.9 billion United States dollars pass through? Udiba Ghana scammer 22 billion Ghana cedis. And we say, Agenda 111, we just need $1.7 billion to finish all the hospitals. NDC is leaving them to rot. Right? And you are telling me today that we can just lose 1.9 billion like that as a country and we should not talk about it. Never. We are going to talk about it. And in fact, we are going to help Sammy Gyamfi look for it. Wherever that money is going to, we will help you look for it. So you better watch out. And you better start speaking the truth now. Because now most people are beginning to see, all the things you were saying was now more opposition. You are doing worse. You are the worst version of what you were critiquing when you were in opposition. Look at you now.
That the IMF, number one, is getting that wrong. If you read that same, are you reading paragraph 13 of the document? Hold on. Are you reading paragraph 13?
So this is the new document. It's
okay, the new document.
Fine.
Let me explain something to you. PMMC, and for that matter, Gold Board in 2025, was only responsible for buying gold for the Bank of Ghana as a buying agent for fees. It was not responsible for selling gold. So if we were not responsible for selling gold, how could we have caused losses?
So why then taking the credits for the stability.
We're taking credit for the gold we bought.
Contribution.
For the gold we bought. That's what we are saying. We are taking credit for the gold we bought. But we were not responsible for selling that gold because our job as a buying agent ended at buying gold on the terms of disagreement. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Yes, so don't miss the issues. An entity
issue.
So for example,
this
what about
direct quotation I'm giving to you.
So was Red Sapphire responsible for the losses in 2024?
They contributed.
It's their name. Why are their names not mentioned?
But I mean,
they were also a buying agent.
And the IMF is concerned because you are an SOE.
No, I'm saying no. They were also buying agents receiving the same fees. Were they the costs?
So you could have also reduced your cost, right?
I'm saying
this 558 million.
No, Chief.
For
what's your name?
Service. Isaac. Yeah.
I am saying there were other buying agents who were entitled to the same fees for their services, not free money, negotiated by the MPP government and signed to. And I am asking you, are they also the reason for the loss?
No, we are talking about a 22. I mean, you were in opposition, right? You were speaking about the Gold for Oil program and other programs that resulted in losses. You were mentioning the program and other activities as the contributing factors. In this instance, we are talking about a 22 billion Ghana cedis loss.
And in opposition, you heard me say that the Bank of Ghana makes losses because of its buying agents.
But, I mean, these are not my words.
Let's say you cannot.
No, it's not about what you said. No, I'm only making reference.
Isaac,
my question is, you are mentioned in the IMF latest report,
and I am telling you
that they got it wrong.
I am telling you that they got it wrong. Okay. That's what I'm telling you. So if you rely on it, then I'll direct my questions at you.
Sammy, you used to rely on IMF papers when you were in opposition. So why not
as the Holy Bible, infallible, and perfect, without mistakes? They themselves, if you read this document, they have made a lot of mistakes, but because a lot of the things they publish don't concern the gold board. That is why we have decided not to speak, because it is for the Bank of Ghana who they are making these reports about to respond to. I don't speak for the Bank of Ghana. But based on what I know, there are many things that they got wrong. And that is why I'm explaining to you that for 2025, the gold board continued as a buying agent, just like the PMMC.
Which caused 22 billion.
No.
And why did God give us our brains? Even in the Garden of Eden, Adam, anyakupon forming, God gave him a choice. But someone said, God could have taken the tree that was having the knowledge of good and evil. And is a tree, every garden. But why did he keep it there? So that Adam will not become an autopilot person or a dream, a man a dream. So I'm using a dream. If I decide a money home. And to say, oh, horse say, now we'll see. You can't say, oh, you see what dream now. And yeah, some of these pastors will take advantage of you, Papa. That is why, can you imagine Titina? Obi to make us off for say, if you're born pie man, now I catch and say, Nyakupon say, on running huna on your sofa nunda as a country. Now, sa buy one, no, I'm running.
Now, on a sofa, Koda. Now, yes, Christo, baby, as well, yes, sir.
Now I run home. That is how lazy young Ghana for we have become.
Just like Ghana for me, I just suffer for no dear, my suffer for necessary. So, stand here. Oh, yeah, dear, now, question a suffer for me. Obi or new Kunukurano on friend of Papa, no good general, no kuto suffer. Who knows the Catacana come a suffer? Now we young company.
See, you have become that is me dream one in Tiasi. Say, look, I'm sorry, Bo. I respect pastors, I respect their anointing. But look, Ebanu say, Mrebia, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and give to God what belongs to God. Obi buy on my free education. Obi so not the brand or na ye dum song kwa. We no, who he answer Yakumo Beka Chiro say, Obi wa kumapa so nya kumapa. Who free busian be more onim say busian me free mu no. Enye health insurance me yare a mint me go hospital bia. Obi su buy no or the capitation buy. Wow, na more Ashanti region. Mu bre. Will kotua between these two people la. Do you need a pastor to come and tell you say we wa kumapa, we ni akumapa? Enne, mushe de ekoso. Asofofo be brave omunya appointment. Omunya appointment no. Oh, sorry for no de omu bre. Yama asofofo be brave juicy appointment e board kese so. Ghana Immigration Board. In fact, when him say before I buy Webebano, now you need Ghana Immigration Service Board biao. But because job for the boys and job for the pastors and I buy we create this board by force. I did president ni pastor. President no ni pastor. Edi siano. When your conflict of interest. When your conflict of interest. Yeah, now we were crying, say, Akufo-Addo are appointing in cousin. We were crying.
Yeah.
And,
Yes, so I'm before now.
you, and now, Mampeni, estimate nase. Ya catch say, most of deals are a mining concession, no. A cabinet, they decided. Cabinet, chaired by the president, or no, they decided. That's our cabinet, you know. I decided, say, sa gold concessions na yefama president ninia
Yedini na mano.
And when 2028 o yansa obi be catch us say we wa akumapa we ni akumapa. Miss Roxanne, thanks for power tapping. Yeah, I mean sister I don't know. Ghana for and say sorry. Now let's ask ourselves difficult questions. When na de bia me say the destiny of this country, no, rely on Akanfo. It relies on you. Me the America, I will not shy away from telling you. Anytime Akanfo decide some mukoko tuaba, MPP ewini. Anytime Akanfo decide say, any ntokwa bia ewo muntemu no. They do away with it. Say yen kona yen ko tuaba. Yen kona yen ko bua Ghana. Yen bua o mind Ghana no. MPP wins. And then look at what is happening. Most of the places, some maternal death as an Americano. When in region I recorded the highest number.
Ashanti region.
Yes. Ashanti region. And then recorded the highest number of or muko. I say omuko I can't say omuko dia wo na say
yeah omuko awo so omu no
yo ma omuko awo so omu wo
omunya internal breeding na omu breed
internal breeding ni nyama na obi ani ho obi atani to omu no highest number last year for Ashanti region. In fact the same I can say a research the mono the newborn children are omuba with deformities because of galamsey, you know. Highest number.
Ashanti region.
Yes. Ashanti region in Western region.
Ashanti region you to go to. Indeed.
Yes.
Yeah. Because na kwame sensu no.
Yes.
Nti wonu ma akwano hye yefuru no kura enti inform ye.
Exactly.
Etwitwa na otwitwa no nsa na otwitwa na no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Enti ebushanfo enye politics na yeyo. Enye say we want to maybe create a discontent be against Abainu. Debut. We are seeing the effect of a bad governance, no. We are seeing the effect with our eyes. We are witnessing it. Me say me bushi emuno, as I told you last week, 8 August, my brother buried. They say I got 7 of us.